120 frames per second without audio.
Like buy things from them, like every single camera I have.
This is too much.
I paid for the whole year's storage. So
What's up guys? Phil here, Nomadic Phil. Today we are going to go over the R3 and the R5 Mark II. That's right. I'm selling / trading my R3 for the R5 Mark II today. I bought this impulsively and we're going to go over all that later in the video. We're going to go over comparing some trash pros and cons of either camera. If you like this type of content, like, subscribe. We're going to go downtown Houston, meet another photographer who's just got, you know, if you're a gearhead, you understand. We collect a lot of technology.
So I bought it. I still haven't recorded a single video, and it's been sitting in my house for like 3-4 months.
Myself, I just realized I'm not going to fix it right now. We're going to go over that later in the post. I've had the R3 for about 4 months. It was brand new, basically from the guy I bought it from. I don't make a lot of money, but he hooked me up on like a payment plan. That's how I know how long it's been. Paid it off, and it's just not my vibe. I love it. It is a pro camera. The R3 and the R1, eventually I will get there for the purposes I need, but as of right now, it's good in-house shooting, but this is too much. This is too much for me, right? It's large and in charge. It's heavy duty. It is weather sealed, which I'm very, very like. Eventually, I will need that, and but I'm a run and gun shooter. I like going. I like impromptu shooting. I just don't need this bottom, and you can buy it too with the other cameras as an install for an extra battery pack. But the grip, not my forte. Okay, the water was bothering me more than anything. So today, R5 Mark II is the new standard in this family. We are going to just trade. These are about $4,500 brand new, and I think the Mark IIs, I'm gonna put it right there, is about the same price. And it really is like a preference, video preference on like what you're looking for. The dynamic range, the landscape, the sports mode. This thing is heavy duty, and it's a powerhouse. This is a great camera. I'm not knocking it at all. I love this camera, but as my main camera, I don't use it as much other than like a stand-in for recording. So the R5 Mark II is gonna have, it's basically like a little meteor version of my EOS R. The pre-shooting, guys, that's a game changer. Also, there's a 45 megapixel stacked sensor. 24 megapixels. My EOS R has 30 megapixels. Is that a big deal? Yes and no. It depends. A lot of this is going to be, it depends on your preference. So I'm a cropper. If you watched any of my videos, there's a lot of crops. So I like the flexibility of a higher megapixel camera. So that is one reason. The size, another reason. It's going to be really easy. It's going to be really simple. It's the fact that I can't take this out of my bag without, everything I bought is for like a regular, a gripless camera, basically. So I'm not going to rearrange my whole pack out for that. R5 Mark II, pre-shooting, 14-bit, raw. The pre-shooting is pretty cool. It's like a half a second, and you get 20 shots, 20 shots, which is very big for street photography and portraits. If you miss something, that's me. I'm that guy. This though, if I was ever, I think my favorite part of the R3 is that little controller right here. I think it's called the Smart Controller. Basically, it's kind of like autofocus, auto tracking, manual tracking. You can just move it around like a little joystick. The joystick controller That's the name of it. I can't think of it right now. Is Boss. Autofocus, Boss. But comparison-wise, you've got the R5 Mark II. You got the R3. The R5 Mark II is newer, but back to back, they're pretty similar, and I think it just depends on what you're shooting, right? If I was a wedding photographer, if I was a sports photographer, if I did landscapes more, I would be using this. But I am a content creator, gag, portrait photographer, make YouTube videos, and the simplicity is always like the biggest thing for me. You want a frictionless, I don't know how to phrase this. The easier it is to make content, the more you do it. The easier you make your life, the easier it is to complete the tasks. So frictionless, like my DJI Nano, that's pull it out of the pocket, little selfie stick, boom, that's my go-to. But for cameras, for pulling out, like that's a cool shot, boom, I don't gotta struggle with this massive grip, right? I love this camera, by the way, but the size, if I was also taking, like I kind of wish I was waiting till after Burning Man, because this would be a great Burning Man camera just because it's weather sealed. I might just be using my EOS R for portraits out there because the R5 Mark II has a vent system because it runs hot when you shoot. Another pro of the R5 Mark II is you have 120 frames per second with audio. This is 120 frames per second without audio. Now, if you're doing slow-mo cinematic stuff, it doesn't really matter, but also it's good to have. I use this in Banff. I'm gonna throw a clip in there. My buddy Tim fell down some ice and I just happened to get it in slow-mo. But it would be cooler if it had audio. Am I right? I also didn't know it was in the 120 frames per second, so the mass amount of data burns up those batteries. So as another con, you have a smaller battery life, but I carry spares anyway. That's not a big deal for me. It's a preference thing. Am I right? R3 shoots in 6K RAW. R5 Mark II, 8K. Is that a big deal? I don't know. I'm a hobbyist. I'm here occasionally, and I hear it's a good thing. So that's what we'll do. Anyway, I'm gonna meet you guys back in the car. If I'm not, we're gonna come back with the R5 Mark II. All right, but I'm excited. You see my hand shaking? That's from the caffeine. But I'm really excited to get this new camera. Something you didn't know, I've had this EOS R that I'm shooting on right now for 6 years. I got it in 2020, and I think it was already 4 years old at the time. So, not the camera itself, but like it came out in 2016 or 2017, I think. So, this camera is great, but the time stop limit, now that I'm understanding like record limits for videos, I don't necessarily need an upgraded camera, but it is like more of an investment in yourself to like get the better gear. You don't need it. You can use your phone. I'm not saying that. I'm also just kind of riffing and ranting. I might cut all this. Apologies. So yeah, we're gonna go meet up with this dude downtown. I might film it, I might not, and then come back with the R5 Mark II. Super excited. So let me know if you guys have a preference, R3 versus the R5 Mark II or the R5. It's a lot. They're all great cameras, I'm not gonna lie, but the pre-shooting for a portrait photographer and just like a street stuff, like you see something, you want to shoot it, boom, and capture it. Staying cool, kids. Staying cool. Stay in school. Stay in school, kids.
Okay. I got what I want to hear. I just wasn't
perfect.
sure if you were cool with it.
Yeah, no,
I
you're
just
good.
make content. Yeah.
Same.
Okay, cool. What you?
So I bought this one too,
It's my favorite.
but
yeah.
I feel like to be like, you know what, you can see.
Especially in public.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I mean, there's no
Exactly.
privacy in public.
You're talking to preaching to the choir. If you ever need like a second shooter or anything, I'm trying to freelance.
Send me your work.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it, man. We'll
Thank
be
you,
in
man.
touch for sure. And that's the end of the video. Hope you guys liked it. R5
Mark II versus the R3. Let me know what you would choose, you know? For me, it depends. But honestly, I like both of them. He was saying that the file sizes on the Mark II, because of the pixel size, takes up a lot of data. And when you're shooting weddings, it makes sense because hundreds, thousands of photos even, that's a lot. That's a lot to go through, especially on... Those memory cards are expensive, guys. Me, not so much. Portrait photographer, take a couple here and there. Yada, yada, yada. 4K, 8K, we'll see how it goes. But I'm a fan so far. I got my little setup again. Look at it. That big grip was haunting me. It's my R. Ote.